YouTubers, it's me, Virginia, 1975. How y'all doing? I'm not Southern. I was raised by a man. My father was from Virginia, so I got a little Southern there into my California, and now I'm all Arizonian, so who knows what I am. Okay, weigh-in Wednesday. I'm a day late because yesterday I got involved in cleaning out my walk-in closet. My mother-in-law and brother-in-law used to live with us, and they just moved here recently back to Texas. So I'm trying to get everything organized and back the way it was, and I just got involved. So I apologize. Today is Thursday for Wednesday's weigh-in. Okay, first of all, let me tell you about my husband. He is doing so good. He's finally caught up. His last weigh-in, I think, was 216, 218. And he's down to 215 now. And yesterday he saw 214, so we can call it 214. Either way, he's doing awesome. He started this whole thing at 224, 225, and now he's down 10 pounds. So he's doing so good. And he's doing so good that he's had an awesome weight loss non-scale victory. He has lost a total from May 22nd until yesterday. He has lost a total of 4.5 pounds. And I don't know what total that is, but I'm not 4.5 pounds, 4.5 inches. And he lost a lot of it in his butt. And trust me, he doesn't have much to lose on his butt anymore. It's just all gut on him. So anyhow, he's doing really, really good. Now for me, I was really sick for the past week and a half, 2 weeks. I have ulcers that act up and had nothing to do with the dieting. Since my gastric bypass, where the esophagus meets the pouch, I have a real weak opening right there. And I have to take a liquid carpet coated. My gastroenterologist called it a slurry. And introducing that to my diet, which is liquid, and I don't know what the base is, I can't seem to find it. I just had to suck it up and do it. So, but I still did really good. I was feeling good yesterday, feeling really good today, and I am down another 2 pounds. So despite the fact that I was in a lot of pain, I was drinking some liquid garbage, you gotta do what you gotta do. So I'm feeling good, and we're back on track. So I found another keto doctor. Dr. Ken Berry is his name, MD. And he's a Southern family practice gentleman who has done a ton of videos, and I'm gonna link him to the bottom here. And he caught my attention because, again, I look for someone who's talking to me. Now, I know I was really bragging about Eric Berg, Dr. Eric Berg, and I like him. However, if you start joining his newsletter weekly and you follow him on Facebook, you are going to be bombarded with hard sales. So I apologize for that if I caused you to do the same thing. Stick to his videos, pick and choose what you want to watch. He's got some great information out there. I just don't like the hard sales. That turns me off. So that's what caused me to start looking at other, YouTubers that are doing this. And this Dr. Eric Berg was fantastic. As a matter of fact, he did a video on a question someone had asked, can I do keto if I've had bariatric surgery? Well, of course you can. He said with the intermittent fasting, you could only do 16-8, maybe 18-8 or 18-6. I do no math. Because we don't have a very big pouch to get the nourishment in there that we need. So he said you can certainly do it. Do a 16-8, and during your window of 8 hours that you can eat, make sure you get your macros in, which is just simply another word for your proteins, fats, carbs, and all that other vitamins and whatnot. So yes, and then he did another video about what happens if you don't have a gallbladder. So all these videos that he's made, I was like asking these same questions, and he really did a lot of answering. Okay. So check him out, Dr. Eric Berg, and I'll put the links down below. Now, yesterday cleaning out my closet, I came across some jeans that I hadn't worn in a year. It really hasn't been that long, summer, winter, it's really not that long. I can no longer fit into, and I'm able to fit into those. Now, there's a white lace dress that I absolutely love. And I put that on and I skipped that size. It's too big, it's way too big. This is something that's very common among people that have had gastric bypass or any weight loss surgery, bariatric surgery, or anyone who's losing weight quickly, like on this keto diet. In your mind, we have this body morphia, I can't pronounce it. But anyhow, you think you're a lot bigger than you are. So when you go to look at that size, or you go to the store to buy some new clothes, you immediately go to a larger size than you really are. And you're surprised that they're too big. And you're like, oops, maybe I go from say a 14 to a 12, and even the 12 is too big. You're thinking, what the heck? Well, that happens. So you're down in a 10 before you even know it. You've skipped 12 altogether. And that's what happened with the white dress. And I'm familiar with that kind of thing, but it doesn't matter how far out you are in bariatric surgery, how much weight you've lost, any of that kind of stuff, you still see this overweight person. So check your sizes often. You might be surprised that there's something there in your closet that you can now fit into that you can enjoy wearing. Okay, so what do I do for exercise as a 61-year-old lady? Well, I use the Wii U. I'm an indoors kind of girl. I love the outdoors, but I want to play out there. I don't want to exercise out there. So I have the Wii U, and there is a game cartridge or disc, whatever you want to call it nowadays. It's called Active 2, and you could design your own workout, and there's a lot of different exercises. And I love the kickboxing and dance aerobics. So I've been doing that, and I've been doing really great. I get up on the gazelle for a little bit, I walk on my treadmill, so those kinds of things I do. But for some reason today, I decided to click on that little button there on the Active 2 game, and they have a 9-week workout thing for 9 weeks, and it builds you up. And I remember many, many years ago when I got the Wii that I tried that and it killed me. Well, I thought, well, what the heck, let's just try it. So I tried it, and I did it. There was a few things, especially the floor exercises, that I've always ignored. And I did pretty good. There was only one I had to struggle with, but I did it. It was only 21 minutes, and I'm going to keep doing it. Also, it's finally warm enough to swim. I went to swim in our pool the day before yesterday, and it's an above ground pool. And my husband and I just walked outdoors today. I couldn't do it yesterday because I was so busy with the closet and it was cloudy. We're still having weird, what my daughter calls bipolar weather here in Arizona. So I was busy yesterday. It was cloudy. I didn't do it. So today him and I walked out there, and it's leaking. There's a leak in it, and he's working on it to try and get it fixed. So I'm a fish. I love swimming, and I will be in there quite a while. And speaking of which, last year I had a Series 3 Apple Watch, and this year I've upgraded to the Series 4. Last year when I was in the pool, I was getting minute for minute credit on the watch, and with my Series 4, I'm not. So that was a little disappointing, but the whole thing is with the watch, the Apple Watch, is you have rings to close, exercise, stand, and movement. And movement is the calories that you burn. And the exercise is only 30 minutes. So you get up, you close that exercise ring, and the rest of your day do your normal exercises. And I'll do a video in depth on how I use my Apple Watch for my weight loss, and it helps me every minute of the day, I kid you not. Okay, so that's what I do for exercise. And what I do for eating, I never, ever, ever thought that I would stop drinking my Cupertinos. And I know I mentioned this before in a previous video, but I'm telling you again, I don't. I get up in the morning and I don't do anything for an hour. I mean, put anything in my mouth or anything like that, nothing. And I fast every other day. And I do the 16-8, 16 hours of fasting, 8 hours of window where I could eat normally my 3 meals or 2 meals. It's actually 2 meals I eat. So on my non-fasting days, I have to wait until 11:30 in the morning to put anything in my mouth. And I was terrible about blood work, fasting blood work. I hated it. because I couldn't have my cappuccinos. Well, now, if I have a fasting blood work to do, which I'm going to do in the morning, I just do it and don't worry about what time it is, because I'm probably fasting as long as it's in the morning, and it's working out beautifully for me. For the time I wake up during that fast until 11 o'clock, if I need to drink anything, it'll be water, or it will be some apple cider vinegar and the Himalayan salt and a little bit of water. So that's what I'll do, and as soon as I could drink something, or the fast is over, I either fix my husband and I a really good breakfast with the eggs and the bacon and, you know, the whole 9 yards. Avocado, we eat lots of avocado. And omelets, there's just so much you can eat, and it doesn't have to have eggs, but that's generally what we do. Okay, so after breakfast, I may, since I'm doing the two big meals, after breakfast in the middle of it, I will have, like at 3 o'clock, I'll have a fat cappuccino. And then at night, I will have a big meal, and then, you know. So on the mornings that we're not fasting, I get to get up first thing, and I get a cup of coffee, and I add a little bit of my hazelnut Tirani syrup, and a sweetener packet. That's it. However, I do add one thing that I just discovered. I was really missing the whipped cream. They make Ready Whip almond whipped cream, and it tastes like coconut, and it's wonderful. And I just put a little bit around the cup of my coffee. Oh my gosh, that satisfies the whole cappuccino thing. When I get to do my fat cappuccinos, that's when I add the ghee and the gosh, I don't know why I always draw blanks, but I'm gonna do an in the kitchen with Virginia video, and I'm gonna show you how I make my fat cappuccinos, and I'm going to, for the first time, do a fat bomb. Fat bombs. If you're doing keto, you know what a fat bomb is. I'm not getting in all my calories because of my gastric bypass, because of my small pouch, and I haven't stretched it out in 10 years, believe it or not. And that's simply because I'm an expert snacker. I don't eat the whole big meals that's gonna stretch out my pouch. So I have a little bit on those that are big meal eaters. It's hard for me to get all of my calories in by the end of the day. So that's when a fat bomb will come in handy. So following this video, I'm gonna go over to the kitchen and do that in the kitchen in Virginia and show you how I do my fat cappuccinos, because I haven't had lunch yet. And I'm going to do the fat bombs, the Reese's chocolate. All right, see ya till next week, bye.